Dozens of neglected animals have been rescued from terrible conditions at a squalid Gaza zoo in the fourth and largest such mission in the blockaded Palestinian enclave. About 40 animals, including an emaciated wolf and painfully thin-looking lions, were evacuated from the park in the southern town of Rafah and taken into Israel. The animals, which also included foxes, monkeys, pelicans and ostriches, will be resettled in sanctuaries in Jordan and South Africa. The zoo has been in a bad situation in recent years due to economic and political turmoil, said Amir Khalil, a veterinarian from the Vienna-based Four Paws International, which carried out Sunday's rescue. Most of the animals had a sort of traumatization. In January, 4 lion cubs died in the Rafah Zoo. The owner later released grisly footage showing a lioness being declawed in an apparent effort to push the organization to speed up the evacuation process. Many of the animals were smuggled into Gaza via tunnels beneath the southern border with Egypt, which along with Israel has blockaded the territory since the Hamas militant group seized power there in 2007. The blockade and 3 wars between Israel and Hamas have made life miserable for Gaza's 2 million residents. Animals kept in captivity have suffered from a combination of neglect and lack of resources on the part of zookeepers. Some died of cold and hunger in makeshift zoos as keepers failed to provide adequate care, while others were killed during the 50-day war in 2014. Yuri Mater, agriculture coordinator for the Israeli body responsible for the crossings with the Gaza Strip, said Koget sees this evacuation as a mission of ethics and will continue working in support of animal welfare in the Gaza Strip. In January, 4 lion cubs died in the Rafah Zoo. The owner later released grisly footage showing a lioness being declawed in an apparent effort to push the organization to speed up the evacuation process. The owner was compensated for the animals, but the amount paid has not been publicized. There are no animals left at the zoo following the evacuation. Four Paws International has carried out 4 rescue operations and has sent numerous medical missions to treat animals and birds in Gaza. Two other zoos have closed since Four Paws removed their animals, while animals are still being held in poor conditions at 3 other zoos. The latest evacuation was scheduled last month, but a round of cross-border violence between Israel and Gaza militants forced the organization to postpone it. According to the zoo's owner Fathi Jamet, the Israeli blockade of the enclave and the poor economy are to blame for the squalid conditions in the zoo. When we raise a cat for a week or a month, we feel sad to lose it, but what about suddenly losing animals that I have lived with for 20 years? while Israel's Land Crossing Authority chief said in a statement the country had used every means at our disposal to help transfer the animals as quickly as possible.